In the shadow of the Golden Dome, not far from the Word of Life mural that some refer to as Touchdown Jesus, two programs that when they get together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Miami's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Here's Carr to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Here's a little room there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Up to 45 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. To the 10. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown Hurricanes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Running inside, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He leaves it with his back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Carr. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Here's the pressure. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Breaks the tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. He's now up to 52 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Mobley. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Play action, C.J. Carr. Fires to the wideout. How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So first down here as they go back to work. They go to the counter.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Play fake, Carr. Quarterback adapting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a... Good job in coverage.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Mobley.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Here's Carr to throw. Working the big fella to the corner. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. This was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is, and he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Carr. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. He's now up to 75 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensa to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. Hands it off on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Mensa. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Throwing, Carr, rushes on him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The defense putting points on the board.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give is to Williams. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're coming. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
The offense changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
C.J. Carr firing again. Finds us back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Oh, what a cut! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Carr. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. Again, it's Carr. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They want to run it left here. And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Red Raiders looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
At the 45 on his way. Smashes ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready. Y1W, go!
Throwing, Carr. That's caught by Williams. Caught, and he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Running inside, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. The give is to Williams.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Carr. Caught by Williams on the right. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. 4th down, Carr. Quickly complete. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give on the option. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter with the lead?
And the Canes looking to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got a little grass. Smashes through the tackle. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Notre Dame, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Got his man on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quarterback may change this route.
Go, go!
Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
They'll run it. It's Williams. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Hard running there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Mensah. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Snags it and he's open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Run in the red zone. It's Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami, 49. Notre Dame, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making checks. Carr from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
Well, and here's the problem,
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
At the 35-yard line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. At the 20, he's got space. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today.